ND MUPS 2026 second quarter. Uh, I just want to update the developments regarding the system, the PPR system and the MUPS PR system, about promoting entrepreneurship, dealing with issues of unemployment. We have, like I said, we have 7 steps. If you check it step carefully, if you look at the steps 1, 2, 3 are about the product, step 1, and then PPF 1 and 2 are connected to step 1, 2, 3. I only have 5 formulas. We call them PPFs, product philosophy formulas. So we have 5 of them. The first 2 is connected to step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3 is about products and services. Step 1, it has the 7 questions. It's where you ask, how a product is, what are the production step, how is it made. That's first question. Question number 2, uh, what are the materials that go into those steps? What is it made from? So, and then question 3 is then it's about the techniques, the methods, how they do it, and then the tools, supplier, who's supplying, can you supply, who are they selling to, which is 5, the market, and then 6, the market, and then the last one is about you. Can you get into the game, your identity. You have to connect to those questions. So question number 7 is, it's like step 7 and fundamental 7, how to turn your identity, skills, and location into business input. So remember, the first 3 is very important. The first 3, it's where you build, you increase your knowledge, around product philosophy. Remember, philosophy is the study. Where, let us just say, let us show that philosophy is a study, by logical reasoning, or the fundamental nature of knowledge. You just studying knowledge, studying existence and reality. So, but our focus is on product and service knowledge. So when we say you are a product philosopher, you are just someone who is studying products. We want you to be an expert in that, in the product field. How are they made, where are they coming from, all of them. For example, now I'm busy with the ND MUPS fermented black tea. Business idea. It's big. It's big. It's big. It's big. It's very big. I'm doing big things with it. It's big because of the system. I've tried things before, like I said, but if you don't have a system guiding you, you look everywhere, and you waste time. So it shows where to look. It guides you. But it does not lock you to look at one place. We are saying look everywhere, but look based on what the system is saying to you, what the service step. What now you are doing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We said PPF 1, PPF 2. PPF 1, you remember, is the the grouping where we have grouped the product types, most affordable, most expensive, most innovative. So I'm applying PPF 1 with the FBT because I'm focusing on MIPSing. MIPSing, you can even tell digital tools like Meta AI, Cloud. I'm working with them. I'm working with these guys. Salute to the Americans for digital tools. You are number 1 best. You've just taken the whole entire humanity out of stagnation. We were in deep stagnation. Already Africa, because of corruption, with the funny agendas, so-called xenophobias, rubbish. But you leave the Swazilands and the Lesotho, rubbish. But then we are not taking. It's just this thing is. We need. Currently, we need to be talking, especially African continent. The African continent is supposed to be now having leaders that are saying, how do we come together? Man, we have corruption. Let us come together, African people. Just whole humanity. And when I say African people, I'm not talking about black people only here. I'm talking about everyone, Asians, and you have all of these people here. Let us come together. Let us unite. Let us see how we can, build a network, infrastructure network. Already we have people in South Africa. That is very good. from all SADC region, from all northeastern African, Tanzanians and so on. It's very nice. It's very good. You must take advantage of that. What you myopic? What is your problem? You call yourself strategist, but you are taking us backwards. You're rubbish. We need these people in this country. For us to work with these people in their own countries and build a united continent with united infrastructure, we need to be linking with these people. You short-sighted, stupid fools. You calling yourself people that you are destroying even the little that we are having now because of this type of moves. Exclusive xenophobia. But I'm not there, guys. This thing is just not. I'm not here for this thing. We need leadership that is uniting people. We need a united infrastructure here. So, but guys, remember then 1, 2, 3, it's about the products. 4, 5, it's about getting you into the game. We want to get you the game, meaning the markets. The markets, you must not focus on one market. But I was at PPF 1, the product from it's more simple. The PPF 2, which is connected to 1, 2, 3. It's just it's about the simplest way, because remember, this is new, guys. This is a new system. It's a new system. It started gelling together. It started last year, but it started gelling together nicely, coming nicely. Like Jet, when it does it started just nicely. When it's like Tai Chi, when it started nicely. So it coming nicely. So PPF 2, it's about you want to understand the daily purchase, the weekly purchase, the monthly purchase, the most profitable, the most scarce, where's the money going and why, So that is PPF2. That's why we want to understand the product, the nature of the product, financially understand the financial side of the product, and also understand the physical side, how it is made, all those things, So we want you to cover everything. So it's very important, especially the management science students, man. Come on, you need this system. You need this system. I should be, but this system, but it's fine. With every new concept, especially I believe people must prove their systems. When you come with your concept, you must prove it. So even the King of Kings, Jesus Christ, when he came said, I bring life, just touch people, they start being healed. All this, I was proving, I was proving the word of God. I was proving it that it works. So I'm proving the system. You'll see in there. I'm going to upload today. Now I'm going to the campus. I'm going to upload the latest Q2 V1 guide. Remember, we have 2 V's. V1 for this version of the PPR system, and then V2. I think V2 will be coming around 2028, 2029. I want us to first understand this one, work on V1, understand the packaging, product service mix, because sometimes you just need to repackage. In fact, naturally, what is happening now, we are just repackaging things. Most of the goods you can see people are repackaging. So repackaging, but it's on now. We are on step 4 and 5, because we're saying on step 4, where are the holes, the gaps, the opportunities. Also, get the product, repackage it, and you move. Sometimes you just need to work on your packaging and be strategic, those type of things. So there's that section. I want us to understand those concepts, how powerful they are for entrepreneurship, So because that area alone, you can just specialize in packaging. You are done. You just you don't do anything. You tell people, I just package at a particular price. It will come to you with it. So branding also, those type of things. So there's money, and then 5. Remember, it's 4, 5. 5 is about the market, how to start simple and small, how to enter the game, in the most cheapest way, the most affordable way. So the 5 and 4 and 5, they're very important. It's about getting into the game, but you can't just get into the game. Which game are you getting to? Because you must know which product you are getting into, and how it is produced, and how you can. Because sometimes when you are looking, and that's why I'm very grateful for YouTube, Facebook, and so on, especially YouTube. All the videos, you've got people have posted. I'm happy with the people that I share. That is why I want to share this whole process as much 100%. I'm hiding nothing. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to show you my FBTs. All the FBTs on the rocks, the popsicles and the drinks. I have my own FBT popsicles that you'll see the package, you see the process. That's because of the system. I'm mixing. Remember, I'm mixing. So it's 1 2 3. When you do your 1 2 3s, and then the nice thing about 1 2 3, you have YouTube. You can look visual, you can listen. There's audios. What do we want as this generation? What do we want now? What do we want now to study, to learn? All these things which are in your smartphone. You can so, but now the thing was that there was no system that is saying you have all of these resources, on the touch of your hand, on your smartphone, but you did not have a guiding system that is saying to you, uh, do this, because you are at matlwang twang. You can do 1 2 3, and then because that is where issues of pestel, which are connected to 4 and 5, the political, economical, the environmental, the social, the technology, the legal. Because my FBT, remember, it's alcoholic. So I'm going to start meeting some challenges there. These corrupt mamparas, they've locked certain industries for themselves. So issues of you as a South Africa, automatically, by virtue of your ID, you should just be selling things like liquor. It should be automatic. It must be no question about that. But issues of distilling, those are dangerous. That's where you start need to say, no, 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 no. Did you go to school for this? Did you look at the, because that's a dangerous substance. But just home brewing and those type of things, that should, just your ID should put you in the game. But you then have people telling you, because I'm already researching around the issues of liquor license, how many are there, and all this shit. You can say, oh, no, 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 no. They are gatekeepers. So these mamparas, the so-called liberation fighters, they have never been in government to develop, transform the African continent, the African people, the African majority. It has all been about their crooks, their wallets, their cartel, their whatever they call themselves, their triple nines, whatever, the gay mafias, tender mafias, extortionists, all these things. You have their own groups, corrupt groups. So when they see this industry, and then this one cannot get in here, it's like now you are Illuminati. To get in this one, you must be a Illuminati, corrupt mafia, Illuminati. You get these things, yeah. So you can't shine on certain areas, you can, because you did not sign a certain. So you must demolish these things. They are demonic. So that's the aim of this. That is pestle. That's pestle. Remember, I said the system is connected to. We don't undermine any field, any idea. Every idea is correct. Pestle is a beautiful concept. You have brain, KBV, knowledge based view, resource based view, so it's very, that one is connected to your 6 and 7. Remember, ND MUPS, who have 6, which is our build your competitive edge, make your hustle, hard to cope, which is step 6. So we use brain there. We also connect brain to your 7. Brain is also important. That's why we say 6 and 7, they are connected, they are about you. And then, but your 6 and 7, which is very you can have your 6 and 7 now with the knowledge that you have, but you need to increase that knowledge. You have the tools that I said. YouTube can just go and check certain but for example, now my interest is in the liquor alcohol industry. So I'm entering strong. I tell you that they will feel me. You'll feel me. God willing, you will feel me. I'm here. I'm entering. I'm coming. I'm starting this year. Starting this year. Starting. So, yes. So it'll be a beautiful concept, guys. We're going to. We're proving the system. So I'm trying to do my build, increase my 1 2 3, so that my 4 5 is big. I want a big 4 5. I want a big 4 5. It must be big. Want a big 4 5, because remember, 4, it's about where are the holes, finding opportunities, finding. So you want to increase that space. Your 4, you want to, and 5 is about the markets. Want to enter all the markets. One the little groups, one the little groups, one the youths, one the adults, one the older age. So you need to touch on everything. So that is what we are saying with the system: think big, start small, improve daily. So it's very important. So and then so you do your 1 2 3, you have a bigger 4 5. You do your 6 7, and then your 1 2 3 obviously affects your 4 5. It affects your 6 and 7. So because you can still move with your 6 and 7 that you have now. It's not a problem. That's what we are saying. We have people that have beautiful 6 and 7s. You can or you have a 7, but you were not aware that you can 6 it. So the system is saying you bring it. So how do you bring it? You got to bring it with the 1 2 3. To make your 6 and 7 beautiful is the 1 2 3 Sometimes you have a 6 and 7, a 7, a knowledge of a certain product of scamba, of making scamba. But even that knowledge, it's not innovative. It's a standard, typical knowledge of that product, of brewing, of brewing. You take the yeast, take the sugar, you just tip it. So I was saying, no. Dive deeper, do your 1 2 3, go check the videos, download relevant content. I've downloaded many things, going to many videos, so because trying to say no, this is the knowledge I'm okay. If the popsicles, everything, there are people that are doing beautiful popsicles, but no one is doing ABV. So that is what I'm ABV popsicles. That's but putting a tea bag in them. For some health benefits and so some energetic vibe. So these are the things. So I'll show you. The guide will actually the guide that I'm uploading today, Saturday today. There are pictures there also of the popsicles in the drink FBT. You will see them. So I'm sharing this. I want to share the whole journey. There's no secret here. There will be no secret recipe. Maybe I can have 1 or 2 secret recipe. I don't know, but because of the spirit, people have shared many things on YouTube and Facebook, so you feel you need to also share, encourage other people to promote. I don't think I will be hiding on my side. For people that I'll be interacting with, because there's a lady that I'm already interacting with. So remember, the system will say take your time, and no stress, no pressure, move at your own pace. So she's moving at her own pace. So but I see she has certain a nice product that she can move on, but I cannot come and talk about those products. She will make a lot of money with those products. She wants to do the patterns. I don't move with the issue of patterns. I don't. I like what there's a video I was looking. I forget the guy who was analyzing like King Cove and Mexu, the ones that are doing tea and ice cream. I was talking about Chinese, the Chinese, they copy everything. There's no copyright there. So I like that style. So a product is a product. I come with the product, we copy. You can't sell alone. Okay, you can't sell alone. So we move. So so that is so. But not everyone is a Chinese. So mentally. So I have to also know. For my side, I will share these things, guys. The FBT is there. It's on the guide. Go through the guide. I'm trying to make the guide V1 more practical, a little bit of theory and practice on my to prove the system, show that it works. I'm going to use one concept, the FBT, and link everything to the FBT. I'm going to link. Remember what we said, we must touch on the tech, non-tech, the decentralized finance, the cryptos, and so on. Artificial intelligence, which is we are doing, the UN, which speaks to Pastel. United Nations, must also have that spirit, must also be global minded, must also preserve, the peace, global peace partnership, promote those things. That is why we don't understand people that are not promoting partnership, strong institute. We need strong institute, human rights institutions. We don't have leadership. African continent, we don't have leadership. We don't have leadership. For a continent that is in trouble, you should be building strong human rights, issues of partnership, justice, peace, all these things. No, we do. I mean, Yeah, so yeah, I told you people that are desperate to stay in power. You don't know now. You touch this, you touch the wrong thing, because now you are corrupt. You are corrupt. So, um, but if you have a sound non-corrupt system, you flow. The sun always rises at the correct time. So, but this is what I want you to do, guys. Go through the guide. There's a game. There's one game. I'm going to come through with many games, but I just let us take it gradually. Here and there will include many things, because also I'm also busy with the issues of masters, project management. This is what also inspired doing research as a project management as master student. And for me, masters. I mean, guys, come on, you can't say you are a master of what. I must give something. But I'm not undermining anyone, because I promote studying. You study, become a professor, because it's very important. Just don't cheat, but do your theory. You can do pastel too. It's very important. We link with these things. Sometimes you come with some molecule, molecule of information. It's after 30 years, but there's a molecule. But that molecule is fine, it can help. Using you studied a whole degree from other. There's only a molecule. You only after people that are washing sand for good. The zabazabas. It's like zamazama. You are not. So guys, yeah, no, I'm not. So I'm saying that we respect every field. You look at pastel. They did something. They said, no, look, you have to, as a business person, you have to understand the political environment you are in. Like I said, FBT is going to also interact with all these things, the legal, and already I'm in the legal one, because now I have to deal with issues of liquor licensing, of which I want to advocate that a native, what do we call it? Not a native, a person if you a citizen of a particular country, whether you are in China or whatever, automatically that must qualify you to be, sell your liquor in your own country. But then we're saying there are different types of categories. You can't come with distilling. You'll give us methanol. You'll give us, you'll make us blind. So the normal, the sugar and brown sugar, there's nothing. Everyone can do that, even children. So because that industry is big, you can't have, what is this SAP and what they call this, are making trillions, and where is that money going? Who's getting developed there? Because it's going to take, they take this manpower, this corrupt case, they are taking it. Case now can get me. And there are a lot, the political space. No, no, let us not try to go there quick. Just the thing that annoyed me, it was this thing of what they call, what is this rubbish? Is that this? That's the only thing that already I'm annoyed about the rest of the corruption they want to. But this one you have to speak out and say, you don't already. There's, I don't know, 2 or 3 people that have been killed by so-called what. I don't like that. That is why I appreciate. I'm saying to you, one day when go around killing innocent Africans, harassing them. Uh, Personally, if I was I was going to kill you too. I make no mistake. If I can. I'm saying people must store these videos, and then we must come and harass you in your own. When you feel safe, you rubbish. You start you pointing fingers at the wrong direction. Why go to them, the corrupt people? You shit, you know. We love we love what when love corruption. You shit, you know. You know. So should be saying we love our fellow human beings, and then we understand why they are in the country. It's worse where they are coming from. They are trying to, so, but we then understand to say, no, how do you say also the ones that are already in citizens are not also, getting a bit worse? Or how do we balance the equation there? You don't just go around and doing funny shit, you shit. coming with your, what is that? What they call that shit? Wearing ostrich feathers. Yeah. So this one, it's like there's no APV in it. This one is just, it was from a 2 kg mix that I did. It took about so because I'm using a lot of tea bags. Remember, in my 20 liter, I'm using about 70 to 100 tea bags because I want the caffeine content. I'm also thinking of maybe adding a little bit of coffee syrup. Maybe when I sell it to the customer, just to balance a little bit of the for those that want a bit to be a little bit high on the caffeine, but because tea is safe, so now I'm just winning the tea bags, the 100 tea bags. So, but just to, just to also get a feel, how does it feel afterwards? Can I, what they call, you get the byproduct, can I reuse them, after how long? Because it's been what, 5 days or something. I'm just adding hot water to them, adding hot water. So the first 2 days they were still, you can still feel it, this thing. Even if you add hot water, it's still alcohol. Because when you add it, what, can still see the bubbles. When you close this thing is still fermenting. Well, you see, so it has the whole process of. I'm still at the sampling stage, So I remember I said in the end, the guy, we sample, then we go to selling. Sample, consume your own shit. Consume it, let it kill you first, and then wake up and from the grave and say. So I want to consume it as much as possible. Because I'm already having people when they see me in the call. Hey, what is that? Is that Mbisa? Is that Mbisa? African medicine for the 4-5. I said, oh, it's just something I will come sell, but not now. Even at the campus, what is that? What is that? So I still want to. So it's a nice curiosity. I tell no, I will come. I will sell. I will sell. I'm still checking. I must consume it. It must affect me. So I don't want to come around to people. People are turning blind. People tomorrow morning they are the muripes. The shakes. They say, come and sign, Mr. Corrupt Mayor, come and sign. They can't sign there. Yo, wait, let's go and get the nip. Because you can't hold the pen. So we don't want to create that type of it. So I have drank alcohol before, so we want to use that experience to come out with products that also, even if you can consume maybe, let's say, what, 9 to 10 500 ml cups, tomorrow morning you can still be, now, just take a 1 cup, you can still move. So, so also want to promote, healthy drinking, because sometimes you find a product which is very good that they are doing it. They say, remember, bad for your health. Alcohol bad for your. What they need to tell you that that particular alcohol that we are holding, that nyaupe alcohol you are holding, that one is bad for because not all alcohol, so I'm trying to move also to balance the equation, also yes, it's still bad, but not like the other ones, so because you want people to be able to be productive, work, and so on. So, guys, remember 1, 2, 3 is about the product. 4, 5 is about how you enter the market. 6, 7 is about you. 6, 7 only one formula. Formula number 5, product philosophy. Formula number 5, simple. We say product formula multiplied by your assets, your liabilities. We combine it. We turn this thing into your inputs. Sometimes what you call your liabilities, write a novel. We have digital intelligence. Give them your story. They do it quickly. We read. Some of us like also to read novels, but we can't read nowadays. This thing of fiction, it does not work. AI just destroy that rubbish. You can't come and tell us with fiction. Come tell us your story. Was what you know, Miss Shumane, I was obsessed by this girl. No, so those things they are very interesting because what to understand how can you be interested in one girl for life, you know? So you know, you can tell us those stories. It's a beautiful story. God created us different. So want to study your difference. This guy was always following that woman. So you tell us that story. So you put that thing on digital tools. You can even you don't need the mic. You can tell it. You know, and then print the book or sell it. Or say, you know, it must be your so those type of things. Just you know, that's what I'm saying. You know that your 6 and 7s they can also be an opportunity. So we have that formula there, you know, just to re-emphasize the step. The formulas are just to emphasize the steps and also, but give you also a certain angle of viewing the step, you know. The mame memo we said is the 1, 2, 3, you know, 1 and 2, you know, they are connected to 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, it will be PPF 3, which is about the reused, the most recycled, the most resold, you know. And we can also talk about the repackaged, you know. But if you look at it, every package, almost 99% is it's repackaged. So it depends how you look at it, you know. From the manufactured gets already, you know, repackaging begins, you know. So and then it's most wanted waste. You know, you find waste that is most wanted, go for that waste. You study that waste. Why is it, you know, the most thrown away waste? This one, it looks like they are not interested in this one. So there might be opportunities lacking there, you know, because that's a substance that you can use, and it's available for free. That is why I don't support corruption, but there's something that came the what I call distribution points. They are in V1, which are the dumping sites. This is how they call them illegal. This is not illegal. So these things, these places, they need just to be, like I said, barricaded, well controlled. You know, don't go into waters, all these things. You know, so that communities can you can work in that demarcated space. Then it will be collected maybe after that 3 weeks or that you know after that fortnight, 2 week, 14 days they get collected and all that because you want people don't have access to go to dumping sites to collect it. But if we have this type of a feel, if you know you are then because we've been living in this for 1994. 1994 you see you see. So that one for me it's something that is positive that came out of rubbish, out of corruption. You know, when they say even out of the bed, they can you sometimes you can note something that say we can use this thing. That molecule, back to the molecule, or even your degree, you find your degree, but this I just got the molecule. You just got the molecule, you know. So because guys, you remember degrees like IT, this is not about molecule. This one you are in the game. You know, you are in the game immediately when you begin. You know, that is why they've just took out took out the whole humanity, the whole human race out of stagnation. These were people that were comfortable, they're in their comfort zone, doing that professor doing nothing. All of that, they see teacher I used to do this. This is multiplagiarism. They will say, you know. So because digital tools, they just took us all to it and said, no. What is this? You know, but you have people that you tell you're professor, you're prof- you are doing masters, you are doing your degree. Your concern is about the wedding. You you rabbit. You concern. You want to tell. No, let's use therefore. You cannot use however. What is your problem? That is what you are in meetings to check wedding. It's about the idea, the content, what will this idea achieve? Where is it coming from? You know, so you find that these people, you spend 4 years, you are worried about reference. Yes, you must refer, but you can reference any one of the things, man. So, but so what has happened with digital tools? It has totally destroyed all this technique. That was rubbish, man. It was total rubbish. Nowadays it's the nice thing you can do this most of these months you can do them in 1 month. So but what you cannot do is the practical. The idea itself, that is what we are that is why I'm planning to do this thing as uh, also as another master's, also as a PhD. The ND MUPS PPR system, the PPR techniques, they are very important, they are very useful. uh you know so that is why I also promote IT, information technology. Anything you can get in IT, very nice, because you already get into the tech space, the hardcore, I mean the hardware, software. You only participate. You also participate in that environment. It opens your mind to also those type of things. You become, it's a product itself. You are, with IT, you are already doing a 1, 2, 3, and you have a beautiful 6, 7. You have a bigger 4, 5. The IT people that are unemployed now, the challenge now, ne, they did not have a system like this one, and the most previous system. They could not link their 6 and 7, because they did not have a system that's saying to you, this, then why don't you do 1, 2, 3? But them, they need to go through the 1, 2, 3s, go through the 1, 2, 3s. And it's nice because you are going through the 1, 2, 3 with a laptop or I mean a smartphone. These are you've been taught about these things, so you know how to operate them, know how to use them. You unlike someone that it does not how to use, does not know how to use digital tools. But you need to be hunting for the correct relevant information to you. So that is what is happening. So guys, remember, the 7 fundamentals also, 7 questions, 7 steps. So I'm trying to make it easy for you to understand. 1, 2, 3. We want something that is simple to get into. That is why V2 will be, maybe it still will be easy. We're just adding maybe other theories, but now on V2 it will only be introduction, and then the steps, conclusion. We are done. That's the study guide. That's the V2. That's the version 2. We're focusing on no packaging, no uh, machinery, suppliers dictionary, diary. I mean, yeah, database. That is on V, or that is we're promoting on V1. The suppliers, know who's supplying, know the equipment, so on V2 only dealing with step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. 7 steps. So it's and then but what I will be doing there, God willing, I'll be now sharing stories. It will no longer be FBT. V2 won't speak about FBT. It will be the females, the women that are I'm trying to, encourage to implement, transform their businesses, transform their lives, use the peer. So I will be checking which steps are they using, sharing that information with you through the V2. Trying to see, is this thing working? Is this thing changing people's lives? Is this system progressive or not? Or was it just my system? you know so but then I'm proving it. Remember, right now, guys, I don't have any vehicle. Yeah, let me put it like this so that you then get a picture. I don't have any vehicle. The university, there's a piece job there, 2,800. That's even a minimum salary, but it's better than nothing, guys. So I was at 350. I was earning the 350, so you can understand. So I want to give you the financial picture, what is happening, so that when I come with feedback report, I say, guys, monthly feedback, it's September, it's August, it's December, November, it's January 2027, it's Feb. I tell you, no, guys, I just made 100K there, or I'm already making maybe 1,000 a day. Because the aim now is just to get into the game, make maybe, when you start, you want to say, let's make 100 a day profit. It becomes like what, 3,000. It's better than even what the piece job there. So you start saying, no, guys, I'll give you progress. The finance is very important. The financial just to prove the system. So I can bring in the numbers. You understand that the system is working. Because whatever I'm doing, is my step 1, 2, 3, man. I need to focus on how products are made. I need to explore more, get more videos, yeah, and improve my tactics, my prompts. Get better prompts. So I'm still, we're still there. So I will give you the numbers as we go. So I'm doing it now quickly because I want to be able, when I tell you, because I'll be telling you. Now it's 1 million a day, or a month, or a week, 100K a day, or a month. Because now I'm still going to say to you, at least achieving 100 a day, with the FBT. And we're still on the non-tech. We're maybe trying to get other products link them to this thing, to FBT, via the system. So now we're 1,000 a month. Now we're 10K. So you get motivated as someone who will be then by then following, because I'm going to post this on YouTube. You'll be following the story. You want to understand how this person did it. How do you apply the system? How can you apply it also? Because what I'm thinking is that, for a system like, if I give it, I'm thinking 3 years. If you give me, there's this, I think it was philosophy that we did at WVAN, when I think it's the environmentalist. They talk about, give me anyone, I can turn him or her into anything, a thief or whatever, but just you had to deal with the environment. So with me also, I'm saying, give me anyone with this system for 3 years, just what is 36 months. You will be well, or financially stable, so to speak. You'll be. It's not about making people a million. You want to be a million, you can be a millionaire. But what my aim is to say, how do you get a decent income? It's all about promoting decent income, so decent living, decent work, so I can get you into that space with the system. Just 3 months should be enough. But we're also trying to make it, if because I'm going to be applying for sitters. See if I can get people for, normal they have learnership for 12 months. See if you can get, and the stipend, normal, the salary that I'm getting. The 2.8. So if, because you need something to do something. So if they give you maybe the 2.8 for 12 months, and I'm with you, I'm thinking we can automate. The nice thing, I know, if you don't have a smartphone, you have a jar, you will be able to, quickly get that. Smartphones now, 900,000 rand, you get a smartphone, you can get into the game with stuff. The challenge will be data. That is why the stipend is important also. So but I'm thinking we can do something with that 12 months, because we must understand the issues of resources. They are scarce. So want to, with the money that is available, how do we get people to the system to be productive within the 12 months period, if they are in on stipend and those type. But a nice space will be that 3 years. You can get a person. I will show you. Get a person that goes to university. You can do whatever degree in the 3 years. They do the system for 3 years. Within that 3 years, they will be powerful. They will be having a decent work. Be it employment or self-employment. There will be decent income, decent income, decent income. That's the whole aim. So of the system. So because you get your person is still. As you can see, do the 3 years, it has to do the other 3 becomes the doctor. And still, so it's a challenge. So want to deal with those type of that environment must change. You cannot have that promote such thing. So I will keep you updated. Remember, 1, 2, 3 product, 4, 5 getting into the market, 6, 7 6, 7 Vrin, Pestel on 4, 5, PPF 3 and 4. You know, 3 I told you is the issues of reselling resources, and then the 4 is just markets, the formula what markets understand. Just trying, we have grouped the markets for you the same way we grouped the products and services on Formula 1. On Formula 4, we group the markets. So you have a certain age group here, you have a certain age group here, a certain age group here. You know, we said little kids group where we from maybe 1 day to maybe 10 years. And then you have that 11 years to, let's say 20. There's and then we have the youth one, and then we have the adults, and then we have older guys. So just we group them, we try to make you understand. There's pictures also on the guide to give you an understanding, so understand the market. It's a simple way of getting you into the market, into the markets, the same way you get you into the product types, with PPF1. So yeah, so guys, it's 45 minutes on this day. So that's it. And it's all about the PPR system. Anyone who's doing whatever they are doing that side also, it's good. If you are also doing, coming up with your own ideas, you say no, this we need to deal with issues of unemployment, promote entrepreneurship, decent work, decent income, away with this rubbish or exclusives, for even if it was inclusive, we don't want this thing. There's a negative vibe. We don't promote such things. So we want to promote ideas that are unify infrastructure, how to develop, how to become productive as African people, as people in general. Salute guys, see you on the next post. This one is very long, 45 minutes. I was just sharing you so that you understand. I'm going to the campus now to upload the video also on YouTube. There are videos. I'm keeping it all nice. There are no, as I develop, I remember, because I still want to get those mics, those the mics for YouTube. They get that. And also the videos, be able to show you the fermentation process, the tools that I'm using. It's basic. It's a 20-liter drum. It's things that have been in the house, my grandmother's house. So I- I'm just using. So I want to show you the whole process, So so as I get the tools, you'll also understand now. Something is happening. It's taking this thing seriously and so on. People also start. So, but I want you to see the whole thing, from because I started posting the first videos, I think this year, 2026. Yeah, 20 at 40. By the way, I'm 40 years old, guys. I know I look like I'm a bent. I know I look like a better. I just it's the FBT. it's the it's the FBT. so so at 40 years old, uh, how do I then move to an area where a person was unemployed, but at least the thing lost for the studying part, assistant. Even if I did drunken master rubbish, but you still have. That's why I say learn, go to school, do whatever, get whatever. If it's a license, get it. Because when now you are 40 now. I have to start now. So now I'm doing masters. Actually, I was doing masters around 2010. Got very drunk, just left it. So this should be my second one, or a PhD, So that is also why I'm playing around the APV place, So, but I want to encourage people go through. The nice thing with the system, when you go through the products, I want you to go through the steps as much as possible. Go through as young as older or young, it does not matter. Just go through it, acquire the knowledge, acquire so that you can then use it, can then use it. Because then I just want to take you through the chain. How does this person, and then transform financially, now is wealth. How? Is the system and the most PPR system. The 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bigger 4, 5. My 5 will be, it's going to be big, very big, very, very, very big. And then the 6, 7, then yeah. So guys, salute. I'll see you on the next video. I was just updating you guys, let us push, let us transform, let us promote an inclusive spirit, partnership, with everyone, African brothers and sisters, the American, the Chinese, the Russians. We move with everyone that is progressive. If you are not progressive, we don't care who you are. We don't move with you. You don't come with a negative vibe. You come with positive. We want to transform. That's the problem we're having, you know. So you must choose the side you are in. The ones that are in the street, they're doing rubbish. We can see what sides you are in. Your rubbish. So it's just the good is not armed. It's said when you always find that the negative, the bad, they are always armed. They always have their resources. But the things, keep on praying, man. You must pray for loving leaders. You keep on praying. We must get resources also on the good side, on the good guys. So that when this type of rubbishes happen, people can be protected. Because you need to be able to protect people. You need guns. You need all these things for that. So yeah, guys. Moving forward, I'll see you on the next one. It's exactly 50 minutes on this thing. Salute. ND MUPS PPR system. Got that too.